What's up YouTube, this is Danny Draghi with another MIR4 guide. Today we'll be covering all the ways you can obtain rare skill tomes. All abilities are powered up with uncommon skill tomes until reaching level 4. Rare tomes are then required to increase the power of the ability further. Each skill has a unique skill tome, so it really doesn't matter what order you level your abilities in, as it is up to chance which order you will receive these rare skill tomes. Upon reaching level 5, 8, and 10, the ability will awaken, which will increase its power and, more importantly, give the ability additional effects. All abilities require one unique skill tome to awaken, however your ultimate ability will require 2. The amount will increase with each level, just as with uncommon skill tomes before going into epic and legendary territory. For example, this ability does damage and decreases the enemy's spell attack. However, when awakened, it will also lower the target's stun resistance for 10 seconds and permanently increase bash and monster attack damage. The level 4 heal is about 1000 health per second for 5 seconds, while the awakened version more than doubles that healing, and half of which is instant, which makes it much better at saving allies who are near death. I hope you're beginning to see how OP these abilities become over time. Sorry for the brief interruption, I just want to give you a quick channel update. Many people have been asking for guides for specific classes, and after about 1,000 hours, I finally feel like I'm able to cover my main class, Taoist. It's not that I'm slow, it's just that a level 47 character with 11 level 4 abilities is played much differently than a level 56 character with 13 awakened abilities. This is when your class truly starts to shine and come online and excel at what it was made to do. Everything up until that point is like riding a bike with training wheels in my opinion, so please don't expect a guide anytime soon for a class other than Taoist, as any guide I created for another class at this point would be so basic that it wouldn't be helpful to anyone who's played the game for more than a few hours. Look forward to an upcoming class overview video soon, where I discuss the strengths and weaknesses of each class to help new players choose the best class for their playstyle. So let's talk about how you can get those training wheels off as fast as possible to unlock your true potential. Most players obtain their first rare skill tome upon reaching level 45. Simply collect the chest from your level rewards and open it. Don't get too used to that shit because the rest are hard as fuck, so buckle up. Each time you awaken a new ability, be sure to carefully read how that ability has evolved so that you can understand how to get the most out of it. Many times this will change the order in which you will want to use abilities, or it will open up new combinations of abilities that now have better synergy. The next way is by summoning skill tomes in exchange for copper at the shop. These will almost always be uncommon tomes, but there's a small chance to get a rare instead. Try to buy as many as you can afford each day, but I would still prioritize buying spirits over tomes if you cannot afford both, as spirit pets are much more useful in completing your codex, which will yield more power than combining the tomes. Also, if you get lucky and score an epic tome, it's pretty much useless to most players at this point in the game, but an epic pet is entirely game-changing. Once all of your abilities are level 4, there is no further use for common skill tomes except to combine 4 of them with a 10% chance that it will upgrade into a rare. If not, you'll be left with a single uncommon skill tome, so on average it will require about 31 tomes to produce a rare tome. Another way to obtain rare skill tomes is to purchase them from the Space-Time shop at the cost of 33,000 ancient gold coins. These coins can be earned for doing pretty much anything in the Magic Square or Secret Peak areas except for dying. There's a request in the 4th floor of the Secret Peaks that allows you to unlock a rare skill tome box, however at this time I have not unlocked the request, so I don't know how to do it. I'll pin a comment with the instructions to this video when I find out. Finally, the way I've gotten most of my rare tomes is by exchanging 300 Ancient Dragon skill tokens in the Ancient Spirit Valley. These tokens can be dropped from boss fights and boss chests. Having a high lucky drop chance will dramatically increase the amount of tokens you earn each day. Bosses from the Secret Peak and Magic Square seem to drop more tokens regularly, while bosses around the world map will usually require the drop to be lucky to gain 1 or 2 tokens. The next 3 sources are not reliable as they have a chance to get a rare skill tome, but there are many other possible outcomes. I would not recommend these for skill tome farming, but I still wanted to cover them anyway. There are 2 chests in the clan shop. The rare sealed relic box and the rare blue dragon chest may contain a rare skill tome. The sealed relic boxes may also drop from bosses or be hidden inside uncommon relic boxes, and is the reward for a number of quests and requests. There is a merchant in the ancient spirit forest who sells uncommon skill tomes in exchange for 120,000 dark steel, and there's a low chance that it may be upgraded to a rare skill tome. These are called mysterious mana boxes because apparently we can exchange a DRACO for 100,000 dark steel, which is then destroyed to create a box that contains a book. How mana is used in this process is entirely unknown to me, but it must be required in some way to name the box after it. Right, we made? Now that we covered all possible free ways to obtain rare skill tomes, let's talk about the cash shop. Quick disclaimer time, I'm not trying to sell anything here except my personality. I want to go over all the ways to obtain rare skill tomes, so please don't take this as an advertisement to spend your money, because I am not getting paid for that shit. This is just advice for if you already decided to spend your money on the game. Every week players can purchase 2 skill tome summoning tickets for 120 gold, or 20 for 1200. This is half of the price of a normal skill tome summon. These will most likely turn out to be uncommon tomes, but have a chance to be upgraded and can also be combined. There is a one-time purchase available for $29.99 that will include 10 skill tome tickets in one rare skill box that is guaranteed to contain a rare skill tome. There is a daily package for $9.99 that awards you with 1,600 gold and 16 skill tome tickets over a period of 14 days. One strategy could involve this package and using the gold you gain to purchase the weekly pack for an additional 22 summoning tickets. This will pretty much provide you everything you get from the $29.99 box at the cost of $9.99. You are also able to summon skill tomes using gold. It is 120 gold per summon, which also rewards your account with 240 mileage, which is a currency rewards program. If you summon 10 at one time, you will get an 11th at no additional charge. You can also exchange 30,000 mileage for a rare skill tome. Every 10 levels, from 30 to 80, you unlock a surprise box for $49.99, which contains 10 summon skill tickets among many other things. The last thing I wanted to talk about has more to do with epic skill tomes needed to awaken the next level of buffs for your abilities, but it is important to go over now. This is the Divine Dragon's promise. If you summon 1,000 skill tomes, you will be guaranteed to get an epic tome on the next summon. If you summon an epic or higher tome before hitting 1,000 points, you will reset this counter. Note that this counter does not stack with other summons, as you would have to do 1,000 from each type of summon to activate each individual promise. This is basically a loser's lottery to show pity on people who have had the worst RNG. The summons paid for with copper coins do not count towards the divine bonus, but
it'd be a lot cooler if you did.
Anyway, that's all I have for this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up if you found a new way to acquire rare skill tomes and subscribe for more MIR4 content.